Good morning, everybody. I decided to bring out very scarce time and dig up, analyze, and save extremely important information that our people would need when there are enough of our people who want to face life. I want to say why I'm doing this. We make the fatal mistake of assuming that our past don't matter. We have seen how this blew up in our face. The educated, quote, when I say educated, I mean the educated in the Western sense Igbo, does not know that Dibia matters again because he goes to the best hospital. What happened was that people who do not know anything about Dibia, but are criminally minded, pretended to be Dibia when they saw that Christianity was collapsing. And they used it to invest the land, they used it to create, they used it to do a lot of harm. Our ancestors were never cruel to animals, but these guys had to be pretend that they were doing sacrifices. Remember, before an Igbo will eat in the morning, the goats and the chickens will eat. But these guys, in order to pretend to be doing animal sacrifices, they began to torture animals and take it to the bank. It takes just a step from torturing animals to killing and torturing human beings. And a warning comes here. The fate of the Igbo is not like the fate of the neighbors of the Igbos. Whether you like it or you don't like it, the Igbo people, the authentic Igbos, because I have come to the realization there are non-Igbos embedded among us. The authentic Igbos were there at Mount Sinai with God. Those ones that are doing everything possible to corrupt this history, they are not Igbos. I know what I'm telling you. And in time, they will be exposed as non-Igbos. So, I am going to talk about, or rather to begin talk about agwu. I don't want to talk about my background, but take it that the man you are looking at here is coming from a long line of prophets. And in Omenana, we have prophets. We have Dibia Muma. We have Dibia Ogu. We have Dibia Afa. Agwu is an essential part of Igbo medicine. And I want to make it clear, without looking at agwu from the angle of the Bible, you will not understand agwu today. And without looking at agwu only from the context of the Bible and not looking at it in the context of Omenana, you will not understand agwu. Agwu was that force that took hold of Saul. When Saul prophesied, agwu was upon him in a positive way. When Saul derailed and the Spirit of God left him, that spirit that entered him negatively, the negative spirit that entered him, was also agwu. I will now explain how Omenana comes in to bring to very clear light what the Bible is telling us here. If Saul had not reached the point of no return, if God was not completely unhappy with Saul, Samuel would have raw agwu for Saul. I watch these clowns and I'm amused, even though they are destroying the Igbo nation. The Igbos are older than the Israelites. The old Igbos are older than Abraham, a prehistoric figure. And there is no Igbo community that has found anything linking it as it is today to anything older than 1,000 years. What was found at Ibuku? Historians and anthropologists said it could be from Egypt. Could be people that traveled from Egypt that deposited it. But let us even take that it was the contemporary Igbos that produced it. That is 1,200 years. And you are deceived that you are older than the Israelites. Well, I know that the uninformed think when they say that the Igbos are the Israelites, they think that what is meant is that the Igbos are modern Israelis. They don't even know that before 1948, the Jews had already started building the state. So the basic assumption is that Israel started in 1948, and then how can they be from a state that started in 1948? The Israelites are one of the old peoples in the world, even though not the oldest. The oldest peoples in the world, who are not, by the way, no longer with us, are the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Sumerians, the ancient Babylonians, the Hebrews. They left history thousands of years ago. There is no contemporary people, there is no people that are in the world today that can tell us that we are in this world